Hi there, Sharon here today with the stack part 2, secret number 15 of Expert Secrets. Going through the book, we're on the stack. Big deal, putting together all of the pieces, all of the slides, all the script. We're doing a script right now to actually do our webinar or presentation or masterclass, whatever you want to do, however you're going to present it. But it's the act of learning how to do this, the strategies and methods behind it, of all the things that Russell's tested over the last 10 years, and in particular over the last 4 years, all the things that really work well. So we're breaking the stack slide down into 2 parts. And yesterday we got through the presentation of our masterclass, the course that we're going to teach, or the workshop we're going to do to present our area of expertise to people. And now we're introducing the second element of the stack slide, the tools portion. And people, I think, struggle with this a lot because they think, since they're modeling ClickFunnels, that they have to have some fancy software or amazing tool like that, complicated, to be what they offer as part of their tools section. But a tool it's going to be different for all of us, of course, like everything else, but it can be anything. It can be a worksheet. It can be a Word document, a PDF. It can be a blueprint or a map or a process chart or a flow chart or a checklist. It can be swipe files. If you know what swipe files are, they're just samples of work that you've done or gotten from other people that have worked really well to do a certain task. It can be pamphlets, PDFs. It can be anything imaginable, postcards. Depending on what your area of expertise it is, any tool or anything that you can use to help make what you're teaching them easier for them to get a result. It might be a free software tool that you use. Maybe it's a tool like Voxer. I love the walkie-talkie software called Voxer. Maybe it's sharing tools and resources like that. So we don't need to overcomplicate this, but we need to pull together some tools or techniques and strategies that will help them get the result that we're promising them in the quickest, easiest, fastest, most efficient way possible, because that's part of what we're promising them. So our next part is to introduce that. So we're going to introduce that. Again, I will type up the action sheet with this phrasing in it and some blanks so that you can just type it up in your own words. So we're creating an actual script type, article type document of this whole thing. The next thing then is we want to present our tools so that it looks like it's not going to cost them anything, or so they get the idea that it really isn't going to cost them anything because they're going to get so many more benefits than the actual money that they're going to end up paying us. Now remember, they still don't know the amount of money they're going to be paying us. So we want to present to them that they're going to get all of these benefits by using these tools and having this offer, and that's how they're going to benefit. But in addition to that, we want to also state for them, here's all the things you're going to get rid of. So here's what you're going to get and the benefits of that, and here's what you're going to get rid of. Because sometimes we forget to point out to people, well, you don't have to do this software anymore. You don't have to hire an expensive programmer. You don't have to hire an ad person. You don't have to hire an accountant, or whatever it is for your particular business and area of expertise. Then after that, we're going to clearly state the problem that this tool solves. What is the biggest benefit? What problem does this solve for them? Well, maybe it's that they don't have to figure it out themselves. Maybe it took you, and in the next step, we're going to tell them how much time and money it cost us to create this tool or pull together all these resources for them. And that now, lucky them, they don't have to spend that time and money and energy, and it's not going to be hard for them because you've done all the heavy lifting for them and you've done all this work for them. Then we're going to think about any other false beliefs that they might have with respect to this tool or the tools or the resources that we're providing them. Any of the typical false beliefs about it won't work for them, I can't do it because whatever, we're going to state them and we're going to break them. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Yes, I am. Then we're going to restack the slide. So now we're going to do the stack slide again with the masterclass on it and the tools on it. And then we're going to state the total. Next, we're going to start introducing our intangibles that speak to each of these secrets. So we're going to have an intangible about the vehicle, an intangible. We're going to have a tangible product or addition to our offer about the vehicle to overcome objections about the vehicle. So we're going to introduce what that is. We're going to talk about the pain and the cost that it was to us to create that or add that. You know, Russell says he spent $1 million on traffic secrets from, I'm going to forget the name of the owner right now, Ryan Dice. I think it was Ryan Dice that had it. And so that's $1 million we don't have to spend because he bought it for us and now we get to use it. So the pain and cost, maybe it took you a year to, well, you know, maybe it took you a year, really took you a year to figure out how to do something and then simplify it. And you're adding that tool that you used to simplify it, or that check sheet. Took you a year to make this check sheet or this process flow chart about what they really need to do, the direct path to get the result they want. Whatever the pain and cost was. And then you're going to share for them the ease and speed at which they can do it now because you've already done that year of figuring it out and creating the straight path check sheet for them. After that, you're going to break again any other related false beliefs that they might have about this this tangible that you're providing them. So if it's traffic secrets, and this isn't the right one for that, but I'm just using that because it popped into my head. If it's traffic secrets, you're going to break any related false beliefs they might have about it. Again, I can't do it. This won't work for me, yada, yada, yada. And you're going to use little epiphany bridge stories to break those beliefs. Then you're going to stack this, do the stack slide again with this tangible on it. So now you've got your masterclass, your tools, and the first tangible item on there. And again, this tangible item will speak to overcoming objections about the vehicle, the new opportunity. Then we're going to do the same thing for the next two secrets. The next one will be the next tangible product that we add will be something that overcomes their internal limiting beliefs. And we're going to do the same exact thing process we did for this. We are going to tell them the pain and cost that it took us to create it. We're going to, go through all of the trouble that it cost us, and then point out the speed at which and the ease at which they can now do it because they've got this cool tool, this cool tangible thing. It might not be a tool. It might be a course. It might be a video. It might be could be anything. And we're giving them this cool thing to counteract their internal false beliefs. And then again, we're going to think of and brainstorm after we introduce this, any other false beliefs they might have that are internal false beliefs related. Then we're going to repeat the and then we're going to do the stack slide again with intangible, or why do I keep saying intangible? With tangible number 4, bonus number, well, they're not the bonuses yet, but they're part of the core offer. So the fourth part of the core offer is the tangible thing that speaks to internal false beliefs and overcomes them. We're going to restack the slide with 4 items on it now, and remember to emphasize the total. Now we're going to do the same thing for the external false beliefs. And this is where the traffic one comes in with Russell's example. Again, we're doing the exact same thing. The pain and cost to us to create it, the ease at which they get to use it and implement it into their life and their business, and how much faster they're going to get results because they have this and they don't have to go through all of this strife and struggle and work and effort that we did to create it for them or to get it for them. We don't necessarily have to create it, but we have to acquire it so that they can use it. And then against any other false beliefs that come up, we're going to break and rebuild those and restack the stack slide yet again. Russell calls this the big stack, and you can see an example on page 190 of all 5 items on the stack. And we actually created this, remember, back in secret number 9, because that's where we designed what our offer was going to include, and now we're just describing it in the presentation for folks. So that's where we're going to end today. I will go ahead and type up a script type thing that you can follow and fill in the blanks for your specific thing that you're creating, your area of expertise. And don't feel like you have to have every bit of this created. A lot of this will come up as you're working with people and they're telling you exactly what you need. Also, don't get married to your individual tangible items, because what might happen, as happened to me, is as you start working with people, your customers and clients are going to tell you, yeah, I see that this is in there, but this isn't really what I need. I really need this. Maybe they really need a script, or maybe they really need an email series, and you didn't have that in there. You thought they needed something else. And so you were giving them done for you ad copy when they really needed a script of what to say to people when they call them on the phone. So they're going to tell you exactly what they need. So don't get so locked into these things that you're not willing to change them. There's a lot of people that struggle online and fail because they create their whole course first and they get married to it and they're all upset that people won't buy what they want to sell them. It's really what they need, but they don't want to buy it because they don't want to buy what they need. They want to buy what they want, and then we give them what they need. So just keep that in mind, that this is a fluid product and it's going to change and evolve as you tap into what your audience and your target folks really, really want and need. That's it. Get to work on this. Get to action. Take action on this, not work. It's not work. It should be fun. If you're not excited about this and doing this, then we got to change something. We got to figure out how you can get excited about it, because your excitement shows through. If you're excited about something and you love it, people are attracted to that. And we want people to be attracted to all of this. We're not out to make something that we're forcing or that doesn't feel right. And I will give you an example. The first webinar that I created as part of the 2 Comma Club coaching was one for restaurants and bar industry. And I'm excited about it, but it's not my passion. I was doing it for a team, and I've got a lot of expertise in that area, so it was easy to do and put together. But I'm not super excited about it because it would lead to a lot of agency work. And instead of me thinking of it in terms, and now I'm excited about it because if I think about it in terms of I just get the work and the jobs and I farm out the details of it, then I can be excited about it. But when I first approached it, I was thinking in the back of my mind, all right, this is an awesome idea. It will really help restaurants and bars, but it will really put a lot of the type work on my plate that I don't want to do. Now, I wasn't thinking I can just get it and farm it out to people that I trust and give them business to, and they can do the things they love to do. I was thinking like I used to think in the past about my businesses. If I do this, then this is how much more work it's going to be for me. And I'm already overworked and maxed out, so I don't want to do it. And I noticed I was doing the same thing with this. But if you're not excited and passionate about it, it shows through in your presentation. So you got to have something you're excited about. Now, once I changed my mind about this, it's not more work for me. It's just more ways to positively impact the world and help a whole lot of businesses get what they want and achieve their success. Then it was easy for me to do. And now I created a whole nother opportunity out of that for agencies and people that do that type work for other industries. I can get them the foot in the door to do it for restaurants, and I can show them and teach them how to do that. So I just twisted my thinking on it a little bit, and it changed everything. So make sure you're excited about what you're presenting, and if you're not, we need to tweak that together to get you really fired up and excited about it. Because when you start talking about your subject, you should feel it in your gut. You should be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to help people with this. That's it. Go out and make it an awesome day. And I see you tomorrow with part 3 of the stack. We're going to wrap it up tomorrow. Bye.